All right, we're mic'd up and watching today's winners. You just got your mic on. We're watching today's winners and losers on Wall Street with our financial expert, Rob Black. I gave away all your secrets. We're talking about Apple. Yes. It's so funny how we're just so over the iPhone 5C and 5S already. We're already talking about the iPhone 6, and now we're talking about a new iPad?
Yes.
Are you not over the 5C and 5S?
Well, keep in mind, I own shares of Apple, and the shares have underperformed in the last 30 days since the announcement. So the announcements don't mean as much as they used to. It's the quarterly earnings. But Apple has set the date of October 22 for the new iPad and the iPad mini announcements. The iPad mini will turn 2. And the iPad will turn 5. It'll have a faster processor, we know that. It'll have an improved camera. It'll be thinner and lighter, the iPad will. The iPad mini will be about the same. The big question is, will it have the thumbprint, fingerprint authenticator, which helps prevent theft of your device, which I think is going to be critically important. I have a friend who, they sent their first grader to school with an iPad and it got stolen. I'm like, what were you thinking? Sending your kid with a $600 computer to school. Long story short, I'm excited because smaller, cheaper, faster. It's exciting to watch their events come out.
And I'm amazed how many people don't have that Find My iPhone app on their iPads or other devices. You really should have it on all your Apple devices.
I agree.
All right, let's talk about Men's Wearhouse. This is really interesting with this a takeover offer from Joseph A. Bank this morning. A real big premium Joseph A. Bank was offering for a company that's twice their size. And it's rejected?
I mean, absolutely. Yeah. And what's interesting about this, this is a no-growth retail scenario, either way you look at it. Men's Wearhouse stinks. Joseph A. Banks is a little bit better. Joseph A. Banks has that sale where I know you don't get your suits, but you buy one, you get 7 free. And that seems to bring people into their stores at an incredible pace. Men's Wearhouse said a disappointing outlook recently. Joseph A. Banks said things look great. George Zimmer's gone. George Rask should move in, become CEO of the companies, because he does look just like George Zimmer.
He certainly does.
He has to gray up a little bit, though. He has to gray up, and he probably won't do that.
But we like the way he looks. There's been a lot of scrutiny of this Bay Area semiconductor company, Applied Materials, trying to merge with this Japanese company. What's going on behind the scenes with this?
Tokyo Electron. This is all about saving hundreds of $millions in taxes. I look at corporations as smart. I look at money as smart. You look at corporations as evil. I'm just painting a very generic picture. So we have different sides. And to save money, you're seeing companies merge and set up international businesses. For instance, Eaton Corporation, a power company out of Cleveland, just acquired Cooper Industries out of Ireland to cut their tax bill by $160 million a year. Omnicom agreed to acquire Publicis Group out of France to save its $35 billion deal to save $80 million a year. For that kind of do-re-mi, you're going to see more and more companies do the merger acquisition. The big loser here is the United States government, because one deal doesn't hurt our tax base, but tens of hundreds of deals starts to. And again, in the state of California, as an individual, I pay 10% income tax, I pay 10% sales tax. I'm moving at some point in time. When this little career thing's over, I'm out of here, because it's too expensive of a state to live in based on taxes. So corporations are individuals defined by the IRS, so I get what they're doing.
But it's worth every penny, California, Robert.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
We have an email coming in from Paula talking about the debt ceiling here. If the debt ceiling falls, meaning I guess the U.S. government defaults, will we lose the money in our bank accounts? Will Social Security payments stop?
I love this one.
A lot of worry out there.
I think there's a better chance of Mothra hitting the Bay Bridge tonight than there's a chance of you losing any money at your bank. Not related. The bank issue is a failure. That went back to the banks lending money into mortgages that ultimately failed, and they had to start calling in debt. That's not going to happen. So the Social Security, it would be very stupid if Obama didn't do everything he could to make sure that all Social Security payments are met. We have a surplus in Social Security this year. We have a trust that has got a couple $1 trillion tied towards it. So no way do you not get your Social Security check. The threat may be there, but it'll come in the mail.
All right, thank you, Rob. But if you have a question for Rob, post it on his Facebook fan page, and we'll answer it right here on KRON 4.